some builds, testing out some garage stuff, playing with the boys if they haven't fallen asleep yet. Yeah, just gonna be running a couple of monuments here real quick. Driving around the cars, doing it up. Dude, big week. Big week. We've got, what is it? Our release is on Thursday. We're closing up. Yeah, so that update brings in a complete wipe for everybody. We're going to have skin rotations. We're going to have new DLC content, so cargo, ship, containers. Building skins will be in there. Yeah, that's like a mouthful. I have to like think about that every time I say it. I'm like, huh? What are we doing? Hello. Hello. Welcome. Let me go ahead and pin the server information here. What's up? Did we get cars added? It should be this Thursday, sir. It is currently on PTB. You'll see me driving around in one in just a second. Pretty sweet. You know what? Let me pin this one. There you go. There we go. What's up? GS edits. And the strip, it says, hey, are we doing what? Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. There's Dags. Do you see the Dags? Yeah, all this stuff is coming in really quick, so I'm very excited for all this stuff. It's gonna be really good. Yeah, somebody was here. You see these? These are all missing. Can't find them on PTB. Are you on next gen? What's up, Sargentos? What's up, baby? What's up, dude? I have a feeling there's a little grubby grub around here, and I might get caught. I feel like I'm either right in front of him or right behind him. You know? Do you think it's hard to drive a car with a controller versus PC? No, I think it's good. If anything, I think we have an advantage both with helicopters and probably cars. Because we have analog. When you think about a keyboard input is either on or off, analog is gradual over time. Or all at once. It says, I'm where I find that. It says, I play on PS5. It says, I can't seem to find the new PTB. Ah. Do you have Deluxe or Ultimate? So, hey, Jade, have they said anything new about caves being added? I have not heard anything about caves yet. Caves are cool, for sure, but I have a feeling people will be a little bit, because just the way they're implemented on PC, there's not too many opportunities to get inside a cave, because most of the time they will be taken. And there's usually only 1 or 2 caves on a map, if I'm not mistaken. And usually the person that sits in there sits there the whole wipe. So, if you thought it was hard, to get the tugboats, caves will be even more difficult. Times 4. Cars will be on main branch here on Thursday. Last I heard, it's full steam ahead. We're gonna wait here for the pump jack, like creeps in a bush. What's up, guys? What do we know? Sergeant said food coma. Nice. I actually saved my last 2 pieces of meat pizza so I could comatose later. Oh, you have neither Deluxe or Ultimate? Ah, that's probably why. You have to have Deluxe or Ultimate to have access to the PTB. If you think it's something you want to do, I'd say go for it. But if you feel like you're not going to do PTB a lot, And you don't have to spend the money. What's up? Marcus says I'm at work. What's up, baby? This Thursday, correct. I know, dude. It's going to be good. Yeah, I've got a motorcycle at the base. We'll see if we can steal another motorcycle up here. I do know water treatment spawns 2 types of motorcycles. The sidecar inside of the wheelhouse, and then a standard motorcycle under the recycler. You're at work too? You want a tongue kiss? Blah. What's up, guys? What's up? Razor should be joining us if he doesn't tap out in a food coma as well. We have Helldivers coming out Tuesday. We got all kinds of stuff happening, dude. It's going to be a good time. Thank goodness, too, because it's going to help us burn up the time waiting for Arc Raiders. I said it. I am the most pumped for that. I'm excited for all these other things, yes, like Battlefield 6 and like all of our Rust updates, but like after we played that tech test, that's all I'm thinking about. Sometimes I watch the stream back just to hear the music. Does that make me weird? I was just watching some of that today. Ah, dude, I'm so pumped for that game. That should be at the end of October. Then we have Battlefield happening in, is it October 6th or 10th? Says I drive for work. Says perfect time killer. Says better than listening to the same music all the time. There you go. Nice. Yeah, so let me kind of walk through some of the stuff we're dealing with here. So we made a car garage before. I feel like we could improve upon it. I think the best way probably to use a car garage, like you can pretty much just have your standard build and just use it as a disconnectable TC that kind of like prevents people from griefing you, and then attach a garage to it. Because the garage is almost always going to be like a 2-3 or a 3-3 kind of footprint. It's going to be hollow, so it won't have as much upkeep as, let's say, like a 3-3 base or a 2-2 base. But you don't want to add that onto your standard base. So we've been messing around with a couple different configurations. So hopefully it'll help you guys decide how you guys want to do your garage. Or you could do it as a separate building, but if you already have a separate building, it might as well have it do work for you and have it be an anti-grief for people raiding your base. Essentially, just make a little, I guess for lack of a better term, tentacle that goes over next to the base and just prevents people from raiding you. Slowly getting back into Rust. Who says you stopped a few months ago? It's a good time to come back in, man. Really good time. You're gonna like it. My custom server also wipes fully on Thursday as well. Just can't wait. The new setup creates some interesting ideas for car trap bases, etc. It really does. Is that a boar? Why do boars always stalk me out whenever I don't have the mission? Every time. It's funny. The people that have been kind of the sore in our sides this whole wipe, they took the bait and raided the wrong base last night, or I think it was this afternoon when we were offline. Hilarious. Let's see if they take the bait again. Yeah, so this configuration on here, I have a larger than normal base that I'm working on here, but I'm going to try to add that garage piece on the side. We're going to zip around and try to like fast track a lot of this building stuff. But I think what I'm going to do is put on like a winter jacket, head to the winter biome, and probably find some nodes and stuff. So we're going to take our camper van and do it. Oh, Sergeant, thanks for the super chat, man. The super sticker. Woot. So you'll be joining us on Helldivers too, correct? I believe you. Didn't you say? I thought you said you did. Get the pre-order or no? I think you did. I think all of us did. It's co-op as far as I understand it, but I'm not sure how many. Is it like 4 or is it like 3 or 2? I don't know. Bigger maps are not in, but they are going to add them. That is confirmed that they are going to add them. As far as when, we don't know yet. So we got a decent amount of gasoline, I guess. We could go to the outpost and also exchange some materials to get some easy wood. Yeah, because our furnaces need to be going right now. This is my nav. I'll have to check when I get home. Okay. Let's see if we can't get all three of these cooking again. Here, I'll take these. Put this away. I don't really have any use for this right now. Throw that on the ground. Probably take our trusty Tims. Now you know what I'm gonna take? My favorite. So that would be nice. Yeah, I think because a lot of people are talking about it, it feels like they're kind of ratcheting up towards that. I don't know how quickly they've got that set up or what their plan is for it, but I hope it's quick. Dude, I look so goofy with this setup I got. I look weird. Nice. Yeah, I want to get enough so we feel like we've got what we need here. I might even do a little bit of this while we're out there. No, scratch that. We're going to go fast. Yeah, so I think the slots will also be extended too. That's as far as I understand that, yes. Ooh, we gotta put this in place. What am I doing? Hold on. I've not done this yet. I think if we got more code oh, we do. Okay, good. Let me just replace that real quick. We have the proper weapons. We have the jackhammer. Oh yes, we must start these. What am I doing? Probably go all three at 100 or 1,000. Even though that puts us in kind of a bad situation, but not really. Oh wow, we only have 100 of those? Really? Okay. Yeah, we definitely need more materials then. There you go, that'll work. So, are you excited about the tarantula and grinder too? No. No. Not even a little. It's gonna be good stuff. Yeah, what else? I feel like we're missing another one. Oh yeah, Satisfactory's hitting at like November 3rd to consoles. That's gonna be hot. You know what we should do before we leave? We gotta get that battery on a solar panel. Brother. It would be the smart thing to do, yes. Yeah, and I think we're gonna have to make some more changes to our old wedge here, but we got a little bit of time. Okay, we gotta make sure we change these locks here. I don't want any wooden locks. It's just a spider. Yeah, that's the problem. Did I mess that up? I hit one button, so it's probably not gonna work. There it goes. So when I played it, grinded blindly on the PS5 when it came out, it says I almost had a heart attack with the wolf spider encounter. Yeah. Yeah, it's overwhelmingly creepy. And I don't like spiders to begin with, so I was like, nah, I'm good. Even the ants, dude. When the ants come out of nowhere, ugh. It's freaking sketchy. I got the potato seeds. What am I doing? Yeah. You down for the tarantula? No. You know what? We might as well just get the dual, so we've got day and night, so that thing charges proper. So we're gonna have to put a, what do you call it, on there? We're gonna do a combiner. We might as well do 2 of them. Probably 3. There we go. I made this pocket a little deeper. It was crazy. I was out there like farming and stuff, and I caught some of those dudes out there. Just living their best life. So I love luring spiders in grounded into my base to mess with my friends. Ooh. Ew. I think we'll put it here. Probably won't matter. We'll probably get raided before then, but... Northeast. Ooh, sneaky. Says you have the Orb Weaver buggy. Ooh. Prefer the ant. Is the Orb Weaver, is that the... That's the spider, isn't it? Disgusting. You nasty. Disgusting. Actually, no, I was having a good time playing grounded. Even though there's freaking disgusting spiders in it. So I need to check Valheim. They started adding bears. I know, I saw that too. There's so many good things happening right now. I think all the games are like, thank goodness we can release our stuff this year because GTA pushed it back till next year. Right? Think about all the stuff they wouldn't have been pushing out if GTA dropped. Big black yellow spider. Ugh. Yeah, I remember that one. That one's... There were so many times I was in that cave or at the anthill or whatever that was, and the spider would come down the hallway. I was like, absolutely not. Don't like the wires crossing, but we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. I really hate them crossing. I said I was gonna pass. That was a lie. Wish we could do that thing where we swap out like the tool, and then we can still use it, and it's like kind of connected to where it was. It's kind of nice. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad at jumping. Yesterday I must have spent like 3 minutes trying to jump up, couldn't figure out why I couldn't make the jump, and then I had those heavy armor leggings on, and I'm like, oh, that's why. I literally can't get the ups. This was my brain, dude. Yes, very good. I saw there was like a decent deal at one point on Amazon for the, like an Elite controller, I think without all the attachments or something. Might have to do that. These controllers only lasted, I think, like a year and a half or something. It's not completely blown out, but like when you get those weird signs where it's starting to go, you're like, okay, I should find the replacement. I mean, I've always got the old school controller you can use, but I think the price went down on the Elites again, thank goodness. But honestly, it's like, if they keep getting poopy, it's like, why do we mess with it? It's just a more expensive controller that breaks just as easily, it feels like. I don't know, am I crazy? Although the one I bought was very old. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Alright guys, finally, let's go get the, let's go get some wood. PS5 controllers were horrible. I feel like the whole generation of like PS4, Xbox One to now, all the controllers feel pretty bad. Even the Switch controllers were like real bad. Didn't they have like a class action lawsuit against them? Which would result in everybody getting exactly $12 or something if it... Do you have a Switch? Yes. Here's 25 cents. Awesome. What does rapid steer mean? Is it like push and hold? Yes, that's why I got the Switch that's got the disconnectable Joy-Cons, because if it's attached, you're screwed, right? You're just basically stuck. You gotta buy a whole new unit? Hell no. Oh, you switched back to Xbox? Nice. Dude, it was so creepy. Before this started, I went over to get the crate, and it had already been started. I happened to get it, like, just as it went over, and then I decided to kind of wait around. I was waiting in the dark, and then, like, a wolf got me, and then I looked on the map, and, like, as I got down, somebody grabbed the bait I left in Dude, it's freaking nuts. Ooh, we should take that. Is it like one time? Is it, I don't know, is that kind of like an e-brake? Here, we're gonna hit a couple of these signs at the outpost here so we can fix our vehicle if we need to. And if we see any nodes on the hill, we'll grab those. Yeah, I like the butterfly switch thing on the Elite controller. That's what I use for X. I have been using it like that ever since we played DayZ years ago. So, like, I've gotten really used to it. When I play remotely, obviously those things don't really have those unless I'm playing with the Elite. I was gonna say strapped onto something, but that sounds bad. But you know what I mean. Yeah, it's the at the very least, almost every game or the action button is usually A or X. So having the ability to hit that switch is on the underside of the controller is great. You can spam it. It would be nice if they had like replacement or even magnetic. I forget what the sensor is for the analog sticks, but it would make way more sense because if there's enough dust in there, it just starts to get real stupid. I feel like the stupid 64 controllers lasted way better than these. But I guess we're putting more hours in on these, so maybe it was not as good as I remember. I don't know. Just looking for a little bit of scrap, little bit of money. You can barely ride a horse in Rust. It does take some getting used to, yeah, for sure. And you really have to kind of stay away from certain types of terrain. If you're going through trees, good luck. That's why if someone's chasing you on a horse, just either go to an elevation change or head to some trees and just strafe them. They stand zero chance. So you can drop an Elite controller once you can drop 150, 250. Yeah. If you get them on Amazon, what I've noticed is there's a lot of controllers, they'll say it's like what it's for, so it sounds like an Xbox controller, but if you look at the emblem, it's not, so it's like a knockoff. So I'm like, if the knockoff's better, then cool, but I mean, the name brand stuff's already bad enough, so it's like, you know, not bad enough, but like, obviously we'd hope that they last longer because these are so expensive. 150 bucks, 250 is a lot, you know? It ain't cheap. We really need sulfur right now. We really need metal. Let's see what we can find here on the rim. Yeah, it's good times, man. The updates just keep coming. It's great. I'm anxious to kind of see what that quality of life is going to bring us. Crafting update would be sick. I mean, obviously, I don't think it's going to be larger maps. I want it to be that, but I don't think it's going to be that quick. I mean, we have been wrong in the past. Yeah, well, I feel like Amazon's... I don't know, does anyone else have this experience? Like, even if you know what you want on Amazon, sometimes finding it, the right product, can be a pain. So, like, browsing on Amazon is, like, virtually impossible. Because you'll just get the weirdest stuff, and you're like, it should be easy to find this one thing. And you're like, do you want this thing that's kind of like it? You're like, I mean, I'm good. I feel like Amazon's website has been dog shit for over a decade. The user experience on there is awful. I'm not sure about their customer service. I hear it's good, but I don't know. I feel like just the website feels crusty. It always has. I feel like it was crusty 10 years ago, and I feel like it's just as crusty now with all this web technology. Hey computer, tell me how to make a better website. Yeah, I want some metal. That's what we need, baby. That's a foot. Very much so. I said I'd rather find in a store and have it delivered. Best Buy or Walmart. Yeah, it feels like the Wild West sometimes on Amazon. And I mean, now Jeff Bezos looks like Lex Luthor. I mean, it kind of fits, right? So, yo, Jeff, you want that tea, bro? I think I'm getting too many nodes. I don't have that much metal, actually, which is crazy. Honestly, all this stone's going to help us with the build, so... As annoying as it is to get right now, we're going to use it. Plus, it should clear out the nodes in the area. Dude, there's so much freaking stone here. Holy cow. Somebody is picking through all the nodes. I feel like I have to farm everything. Anybody else do that? All the time. I'm trying to think out of my head how we're going to do the perimeter, because I think throwing up walls, considering how grimy these guys are, sooner than later would be good. I think it's going to kind of scramble their brains. Literally, this is all stone. Holy cow. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I know, right? And I feel like we just barely got any metal. That's the problem. I mean, people keep picking through it all. You eventually have to farm it up the stuff you don't want so you get the respawns to happen. So somebody's pretty heavy on sulfur and metal. I wonder if they're gonna raid. I wonder if they suck. I'll be very upset if I run into someone and they clap me right now. Just be like, what? Hey, it can happen. Meow, 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 meow. I wonder if we should just buy a bubbler. Because I don't want to give up the 250. I'm cheap. See how bad it is. Might be too much money. I'm also very cheap. Yeah, honestly, I'll probably just buy one. It's like super cheap right now. Okay. Deal. I'll just recycle this and we'll be all set. Okay, so priority is to make it disconnectable, so at least we can't get griefed. At the same time, we'll decide if we're going to do another disconnectable on the other side or not, and then if we do, we'll work a gatehouse inside of it. The real question is, do we work some kind of gatehouse where we can drive through it? I see if we really want to, we probably just put a gate somewhere maybe. I don't know, I'll think about it. If we have an opportunity to make like a gatehouse that you can drive through, that would be cool, but I have to just kind of wait and see how all this shakes out. I guess we can make it as long or as short as we want. Make it all the signs. Costs us nothing for the bubbler. Oh, nice. We have metal in there? Cool. There you go. That's our metal fragments. That's a little bit of wood. A little bit of metal. Do that now. We'll save the computer. I feel like we should save it. Yeah, with all that stone, we should be able to do the expansion. As soon as there's daybreak, I think we should probably attack that. Yeah, we'll let that recycle. Why not? Why not? So this coming weekend, we should have some time to do some gaming, boys. And this week. Yeah, we're going to be hit with a lot of crazy stuff here. I think, yeah, Tuesday is Helldivers, that's right. I didn't think about that for a second. What am I doing over here? Oh, it's this, that's right. Perfect. Then I'm going to grab just a little bit of this. Yeah, you know what? I think we're okay. Just break these down so we have a few extra slots. Oh yeah, so I'm trying to think in my head. So the one side I kind of know, even though we may adjust the garage, I think we can make that little TC and disconnectable thing all set. I think we'll attempt to have some kind of gateway there. I was thinking about doing another wedge on the opposite side as a disconnectable, but that might be too much. Yeah, it might be too much. What's up? What's up, dog? What's up, dog? Yeah, if I screw around too long with that stuff, it's going to take so long to get the perimeter going. It's not going to do what we need it to do. Keep the grubs off our backs. We could just enclose it just to see what it does. Maybe just take a gate on the other side to see how feasible that is. You know, since this is all kind of a test anyway. Oh my, that's super cheap, huh? Do we have 10 slots? I don't think we do. Yeah, give me that food. It's a lot of hooch. Yes. Yeah, let's get back so we can put down the crib. Just search for Rust Console Edition Public Testing Branch. If you have Deluxe or Ultimate and you've already gotten the new gen version, you should be able to find the new gen version of PTB. I don't think you have to pay for it. If you already have Deluxe Ultimate, you should just get it. Now, I think all PlayStation players, no matter what version you have, it says base. And then you signing in, it gives you the attributions for whatever version you had that was upgraded. So if you bought the old version that was Deluxe or Ultimate, it's automatically free. But you need to like sign in and stuff to like make it all work. Yeah, their upgrade path for PlayStation was messed up. How do you get it if you don't have it? You should get, if you look for Deluxe or Ultimate for next gen or new gen version, you should get it at a considerable discount. Because you already own the game, right? So I think it should already apply that if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, they had so many different ins and outs with PlayStation. I kind of don't know where they stand right now. And sometimes I think they don't know where they stand with it, right? It's just like, come on, guys. It's your plan. Yeah. Well, if you don't think you're going to play PTB, it's like, yeah, I mean, don't get it, you know what I mean? No sense in dropping the extra cash for that. Although I think what they did is they paired a bunch of cool stuff with that upgrade, so you kind of like, it's kind of more enticing to get those, like, the skins, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to remember what it was. Yeah, I mean, if you feel like you're only going to play it this one time, I mean, you can wait until Thursday. It'll be out in the main branch in, like, less than a week. Do I know the cheapest method? Probably something to do with that, because since you own the game, you should get it for pretty dang cheap. But basically, you just have to get an edition that's going to upgrade you to Deluxe or Ultimate, and then just do the upgrade chain from there. Because it all should be free. But your update to like Deluxe or Ultimate, just find whatever. Like if the old version is offering it at like a discount, just do that because you know that the old version is going to automatically upgrade you to the new stuff. I do know if you're on PlayStation, you do have to make sure that as you do the process, sign in, because Rustworks, like their Rustworks is gonna attribute like what you own, even though the PlayStation's always gonna say the base version. So again, super confusing. Yeah, see if there might be running some deals, but I'm not positive right now. I would check. I would check the old version to see if you can get something for like dirt cheap, and then maybe check the new gen version to see what's in there too. It's just gamify it, baby. Find the best path to get that scrap. I mean, the skins. And if you have anything like on your service that gives you like a discount on something, that's a good time to use it too if you're trying to just get it for cheaps. Now let's say you got like PlayStation coins or whatever it is. I don't even know if, does Microsoft even call them like Microsoft points anymore? I think it's just money. I don't even know if they say what they call it anymore. Who knows? Can't read. Yeah, because I know like Microsoft's got because nobody uses Bing, so they've got this thing where if you use Bing, you get like reward points, and then you get like Microsoft points. So a lot of times, like I'd never use Bing. I just sign into Bing, do what they ask me to do, and then I sign right out. And then so like sometimes you get Game Pass that way, and if you get enough accumulated points, you can get some like free stuff. So usually it's good for that kind of stuff, like these kind of upgrades or whatever. I'm sure PlayStation's got something like that. Whatever. Work the system. Work the angles. These 5 Pro are upgrading a game. Yeah. Yeah. But they should have something good because they've been around for so long, you know? I feel like the PlayStation 4 was their real... I mean, I know they did online stuff before, but I think they really took it serious with PlayStation 4 and then onward. I mean, I know you could do stuff on PS3, but... PS4, it was like they're like doing it for realsies. So it is weird that they haven't really added that. But then again, they don't have the early access stuff now either, do they? They can. By all means, they totally can. They have the resources. The system can definitely handle it. There's nothing weird there. I think it's just you know how they're like weird about stuff. They're like, we need to use mini discs, or we need to use Sony proprietary whatever. I think they're kind of stuck on that. They're like, it has to be our way, which is silly. It's silly. There's no reason for that. There's a space for early access or like, you know, early development stuff. I get them not wanting to like host a scam or whatever, you know, because some games feel like a money grab. We've had a couple of those. The Culling felt like that. Then they tried to sell us the Culling 2 before Culling 1 was even done. So I get they're trying to prevent that, but you know. Just keep this stuff cooking. I should put the industrial feed on this. I don't know why I haven't. So I just Googled it. You have to purchase Own Deluxe Ultimate or purchase the console Dark Camo bundle. Also double check too, because I know sometimes Google's AI is not always on point. I just kind of look around and see what you can do. But yeah, any upgrade chain that works, go for it. Just know that, yeah, if there's something cheaper on the old version, and it may be because it's going out, like do the upgrade path that way, because you may be able to get that upgrade for cheap and then go outward. So. Especially if there's any promos too, then you're all set. Double check to see what they're offering for like that, like reduced price stuff. Yeah, it's worth looking into. But you shouldn't be paying full price for it at all. I mean, you can, but I would not. I mean, why? You know, why? We already spent all, you know, save your money for like skins and stuff. What came out when you go Google it. It sounds right prior. But again, it depends on it's all trained on. Nice, yeah, that cooks through so like super fast. Okay, that stuff's cooking. We're trying to maximize our time so we get all the goods. Okay, so we want to do the exterior stuff, right? Yeah. Let's just kind of sketch that out and see what it looks like. Let's dump all this. Keep the rounds. We'll dump that. Probably put that in the van. Dude, look at all that stone. That's silly. We'll put a lot of stone on us, but like not this much. Oh, you know what? We should finish the pen upstairs, so at least we can land the bird if we need to. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll do the exterior. That way it gives me a chance to kind of think about what the heck we're gonna do. Yeah, I remember the dark camo was like a nice upgrade path, and like it turns out later on to upgrade to PTB, or the Deluxe Ultimate, was actually like the better path. So it was cheaper, and then you got like more stuff. I don't know if it's like that now, but again, it's worth taking a look. And honestly, if they have a bundle that's good, that's worth it just for the bundle of like skins or whatever they're doing, and you get the upgrade, you're like, yeah. I mean, basically whatever feels like the best value, I'd say go for it. You know what you need when you're building plants? Who knew? Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad if we got some kind of gatehouse going, right? Maybe we work on that, because then we can stick little turrets in there to kind of aim backwards and kind of watch the perimeter and do it on either side. That wouldn't be the worst thing. We may have to fumble around this a minute, but I think it's going to be worth it once we kind of get it sorted out. At least that's what I'm hoping. You silly butts. Yeah, I always get so into this, I start leaning forward on my chair like a nut job. I'm just like, yeah, let's get in this. I think if we stick... We don't have to put electric furnaces in there, but we could. Because we can kind of just fit 2 in here, and it's not too bad. At least 1. If you're not always having to... Anyways, let's go upstairs. Hold on a second. Yeah, I don't have a lot of fuel. Hold on, we gotta go back. Oh boy. Hang on, I gotta look something up real quick. Yeah, it's pretty rotten. Stinks. Stinks like poop. Yeah, if that's the case, we won't. We'll just go somewhere else and do our stuff. Or I'm not gonna sit through a bunch of clowns stream sniping. That's crazy. Perfect. Wasn't sure before, but now I 100% am. Explains an awful lot. Oh, even better. Oh, that works too. Okay. I think we'll do that. Perfect. Yeah, that's good. I feel pretty good about that. Yeah, testing branch, and then this should be out by Thursday on main. So. It's gonna be cars and motorbikes. Nice try, Scrub. Jeez, that scared me. Jeez, that scared me so bad. So where's that little scrub going? Don't tell me that's who rated us. That would be ludicrous. Absurd. Hold on, boys. Gotta see what's going on over here. Yeah, I think we're getting dogged out. Super lame. Yeah, we might have to cut this one short. I think we're getting skeezed. And what they just ganged. We'll probably come over here next. Not about that. I'll be honest, that wasn't even on my radar, but after that little maneuver, I'm like, huh. Huh. Weird. Weird. We might just have to do it on our own test bed so we can start to practice with stuff. I was hoping we could do it in a real environment, but I mean, not when someone's looking at our homework like that. That's kind of defeats the purpose. Let's take a look. Yeah, oh, it's definitely shit. That's for sure. Some bullshit. I guess it was gonna happen sooner or later. Honestly, they weren't even on my radar until all that just went down. I'm like, yeah. Now that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, that wasn't exactly what did it. It's yeah, I'll tell you offline. It'll make sense. So you go, oh yeah. That got me pretty good. Says you can definitely smell it when it happens. This happens so many times. Yeah, it's like you can't always put your finger on it, but like something will be off, and you go, "Wait a minute." Yeah, that was definitely the part right there where I was like, "Oh, okay, I get it now." Well, see, the problem is the next step is what they just ganked by looking at our homework. They're gonna come over and smash this because their mom and dad don't love them enough, right? They don't give them enough attention. So the real question is, it's like, we should probably just cut it short, and then we'll probably just be on our own server on tomorrow or something, and then we'll kind of just walk through it. Because, like, honestly, the next moves are just going to smash everything that we're doing. So we might cut this one a little bit short, unfortunately. But since we know they're stinky farts, we might as well, because it's just going to turn into Troll Session 9000. So I think that's where we're going to end it today. If we get like a second wind or whatever, we'll probably just boot it back up again. But yeah, rest assured, we're gonna dip out of here because there's no sense in having these guys up our ass the whole time. So it's all right. We were bound for it was gonna happen sooner or later. So this just happened to be that time. I'm gonna get munched by a wolf. All right, guys. A lot of big stuff happening this week, so be on the lookout. We're gonna have some Rust videos, both going over some of the stuff that we'll be doing. Oh no. And we'll also be doing. Oh no, you got me right in my legs. Right in my legs. What was I saying? Oh yeah, both like some builds that we have, but also some of the information that'll be coming out here. So hopefully we find out what's in the next quality of life update here. I think we're gonna have some pretty exciting stuff. And we have Helldivers happening. We've got something else happening too. We've got. What else am I missing, guys? I'm missing something else. Something else big is happening. We got, not Factorio, but, geez, not Factorio. Satisfactory happening in November now. Arc Raiders, the 30th of October. Battlefield 6, I think, is the 10th of October. I don't think there's anything in September. Am I wrong? Dude, the wolf got me so bad. That's a nice kick in the tail. Let me flip it. I mean, it was fun when we thought they were legit. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, the more they keep doing it, the more it's. I'm like, oh, I wasn't even thinking that, and then it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm like, oh wait, yeah, it is. It's all good. It happens. We got plenty of stuff in here. If by some off chance, if we're still around, we'll continue to build off of here. But I'd rather not give them the attention that they crave. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the game. You know what I mean? All right, guys. And then honestly, I'll just take the high road and go to bed early. So we kind of need to for tomorrow anyway. So on the upside, we'll get to do some stuff early on tomorrow. So let's just do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's plan on that. All right, guys. Love your bush. We'll see you guys probably like a handful of hours. Laters.